So I finished the woodworking portion of the two audio cabinets. So this one is the 6-foot 6-inch one, and all white oak. And then there's a small 24 by 20 inch one over there. So all that remains is the other part of woodworking, which is to finish them. So they have to be sanded and then stained. He wants it a dark brown color, which he has to pick out yet. And then I'm going to spray lacquer, satin lacquer on it for the final finish. So we'll start finishing now. The one thing I forgot to mention is that it's not glued up at present. It's just fitted together. I won't glue it up until after I've sanded and I have to stain the panels, the side panels, before I glue it up also, since a portion of them go into the rails and stile there on the side, so you wouldn't want, when it shrinks in the winter, to have it show. So anyway, we're waiting for my neighbor to pick out the stain, and then well, it'll be sanded, and then proceed from there. These are two different stains that I've got here. The one on the left is a espresso, and the other one on the right is Kona, and so they're just a shade darker. One's just a shade darker than the other. But what I'm doing now is I'm making some wood filler. There's one spot on there that needs to be filled. So I've got some sawdust here from oak, white oak sawdust, and my old brown glue. So that's about all we need. And then we'll mix it together here. There's more than enough sawdust to make all kinds of wood filler, but the object of it is to get more sawdust than glue. So we just keep working it until it gets right now it's more glue than sawdust. So it's like flour consistency. It's getting there. Sawdust, that is, like flour. There we go. So that's a little ball of wood. That's more wood than it is glue. And then I'll be able to fill the one small hole with that, and then when it dries it'll take stain, just like the rest of the wood. So this is a traditional way of making wood fillers that will take stain. You can do also, instead of using old brown glue, you can also use shellac to hold the wood together, which is another common. Well, my neighbor picked out the espresso color, so I sanded the small cabinet down to 180 and then applied the espresso color to it, Minwax, and so as you can see, put it on, wait 15 minutes, and then wipe it off the excess. So those are all the legs and components for the small cabinet. So once this dries, then it'll be time to glue it up, and then lastly spray it with lacquer. So the larger one needs to be sanded and repeat the staining process. The reason I didn't do them all together is I wanted to see how far the stain would go instead of buying too much. So I think another pint should do it.